Today, we'll talk about one of the most dangerous viral diseases that threatens your pigeons, especially the young squabs. It's the pigeon pox. We'll explain everything about it, so watch the video till the end. You'll find the timestamps in the description below. First, we'll explain the pigeon pox disease, its causes, and how it harms your pigeons. Then we'll tell you about the best ways to prevent the disease and how to avoid it. And finally, we'll talk about the treatment methods, including the most famous home remedies such as sulfur ointment, diluted acetic acid, and gentian violet, and how to use them to treat the disease. What is pigeon pox disease? Pigeon pox is a viral disease that affects pigeons and is characterized by the appearance of fluid-filled blisters or scabs in the featherless parts of the bird's body. These blisters or scabs contain the pigeon pox virus. They spread to the rest of the body through the bird's saliva or by direct contact with the virus. This disease becomes widespread in summer and high-temperature seasons. If left untreated, it can lead to significant losses in pigeon breeding. Causes of pigeon pox disease. The disease is caused by the pigeon pox virus, which is highly resistant and can remain viable in the environment for many years, potentially up to 5 years in dry droppings. The virus is transmitted in several ways. Watch the video we made about how the virus spreads. The link will appear at the end of this video. The virus is transmitted through direct contact between infected birds and insects that suck blood, especially mosquitoes. Also, it's transmitted through contaminated water and food with secretions from infected birds, introducing new infected birds into the living space of a healthy flock. And through the breeder himself, by contact with infected birds and then healthy ones, or through contaminated clothing and shoes. Also, the virus enters the body through breaks in the skin or mucous membranes. Young birds and those with weakened immunity are most vulnerable to infection. Harm caused by pigeon pox. The harm caused by the disease varies depending on the type of infection. The cutaneous form, which appears in featherless or downy areas, such as around the eye, legs, anus or beak area, has yellow blisters or nodules that turn brown and become hard. This form does not usually kill the bird, but it may cause difficulty in movement or vision if the infection is around the eye. However, it may cause great discomfort and itching. The second form is called diphtheritic, which appears as a white or light yellow membrane on the mucous layers of the mouth and pharynx. This form causes difficulty swallowing and eating, leading to weakness and emaciation in the bird. In advanced cases, it can cause suffocation and death. The third form is a mixture of the previous two forms. The mixed form combines the symptoms of both cutaneous and diphtheritic forms, making it more dangerous. Also, pigeon pox can cause significant economic losses. The disease leads to a decrease in egg and squab production and an increase in the mortality rate of the flock, causing major financial losses for breeders. How to get rid of pigeon pox and how to avoid it. Prevention is the best way to control pigeon pox. Vaccination against the virus is available. It's done by pricking the underside of the wing with a special needle dipped in the vaccine. A second dose is usually given after 21 days. Other preventive measures include isolating infected birds immediately, controlling insects, maintaining hygiene and disinfection, providing good ventilation, examining new birds before introducing them to the flock, boosting immunity through proper nutrition and adding vitamins and nutritional supplements, and stopping production in case of virus spread. Let's move on to the treatment. The pox virus itself cannot be cured directly, but treatment aims to relieve symptoms, prevent secondary bacterial infections that may affect pox lesions, and help the bird recover. This can be done by isolating infected birds from healthy ones, removing blisters if possible, and disinfecting the area. Antibiotics can be used to prevent bacterial infections. Additionally, vitamins, especially vitamin A, can help boost the bird's immunity and speed up recovery. Now let's discuss some home remedies often used to treat the disease. First, sulfur ointment. Sulfur ointment is considered one of the most effective home remedies. It helps dry and exfoliate pox lesions. After cleaning and drying the lesion, a thin layer of the ointment is applied to it, and it can be used twice daily. However, it's important to consult a veterinarian to determine the appropriate dosage. Second, diluted acetic acid or spirit of vinegar. Diluted acetic acid can help dry pox lesions, especially dry ones. An ear swab is dipped in the diluted acid and the lesion is wiped once daily for 3 days. However, it's important to exercise caution when using diluted acetic acid because it's highly concentrated and can cause burns or severe irritation when it comes into contact with human eyes or skin. Third, gentian violet. Gentian violet is another antiseptic dye often used to treat fungal infections and has a weak antibacterial effect. It's applied to the lesion to dry it. However, care must be taken to avoid contact with the eyes. If contact occurs, the eyes should be thoroughly rinsed with water and a vet consulted. It's important to note that while these home remedies can be helpful, it's always best to consult a vet for proper diagnosis and treatment of your birds. If you found the video useful, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up. Stay tuned for more videos. See you next time.